Most disc golfers don't know this one simple trick that will help them improve their game. Let's be real. How many of you do field work? I sure didn't. That shit's boring as hell, so I can't really blame you. However, objectively, it's the only way to truly get better. You can't expect to get good at something without practicing. But what if there was a way to get the same practice as doing field work, but having way more fun? Quick warning, actual practice will probably provide better results, but I'm just realistic in what you're going to spend more time actually doing. Next round, instead of throwing the same shots you would every round, try switching it up. Throw something you wouldn't on a line you're not comfortable with. All the time I hear people complaining about not having a certain shot in their game. And when I ask how often they practice it, I get this almost laugh of a response. Like I'm the crazy one for even thinking they would be working on the skill they are claiming to be bad at. Honestly, what I think helped improve my game when I was younger was doing stupid challenges that forced me to throw all different types of shots. At first, I definitely sucked, but the more you try, the sooner you realize how to get better at it. Note how I didn't say good, but going from nothing to having confidence in a round is a big step if you ask me. The other day we were in Minnesota and Drew had an idea of a rainbow round. Basically, you had 6 discs from red to purple and each hole a wheel would dictate what disc you'd be throwing. It could be good or bad, but no matter what, that's the disc you would need to throw. So there was plenty of holes the disc you had to throw wouldn't be helpful at all, but you still had to figure it out. One of the best parts of disc golf is the creativity and limitless ideas that players can perform. This takes that idea to the extreme, which I just love. I feel like the only way to explain this concept is to show you. So enjoy the rainbow round.
Give me yellow!
It's green, it's green, it's green! I got penny powder, green. GT. Banger GT. Mamba. That's a real.
I can't hate on the Banger GT since I putted with it for 2 years. And Drew has the Bearheart ones, which are objectively the best. Connor must have used code Clover10 because he's a lucky bitch. I have a rule against talking bad about Tour Series discs, so there you go. Noah is one with the trees, getting a beautiful kick. Too bad it's with a Buzz GT. Who even throws that confused disc? Swiss Cheese had the Mamba, which is his go-to driver, just like it should be most of yours. Stop lying to yourself. I had a great pull with a Sexton Firebird, but fuck that one up. Classic. The best part of doing rounds like this is figuring out different lines, since odds are you aren't throwing a disc you're even comfortable with in the situation. Instead of being pissed, just take it as a chance to try something else out. Hardly anyone actually does fieldwork, so here's an excuse to practice for once. Too many people will talk about how bad they need to work on something and then go straight back to the old habits because they treat leagues as if it's the fucking world championship.
Man, who's the groundskeeper out here? What's up with this link style?
Next hole means we spin the wheel again. Hopefully I won't take another bogey because that would just be embarrassing.
Spin the color wheel.
Let's do a quick disc check. Hey, keep your pants on. I said disc.
I got my Wrangler. Banger GT. Got Connor's disc. I heard it was good from Connor. So hey. Try it.
Drew must have also used Clover 10 at checkout, or that's just what happens when you throw Lone Star. Connor out here trying to collect all the birdies like Professor Oak told him to or something. Unfortunately for Noah, his only red disc was the Banger GT. Yeah, not ideal. Swiss was throwing the Bolt, which is a disc that I would tell you slower arm players to check out, but I'm pretty sure it's out of production. There's no way if I had free will would I throw a Honey here. Then again, I love being able to throw the best disc out on the market. I hit my quota of sucking the Wild Honey's dick for the video. Can you blame me after it sets me up for birdies like this? Drew, spin the wheel while I try and forget you putt with Colton Montgomery Arctic Fangs. Almost as bad as the mosquitoes on this course.
I've never been so happy to bathe in DEET, you guys. Holy crap. Blue!
Fuck, I wanted the yellow.
Blue means I get to throw my new Halo T-Bird 3. I needed one to be a bit more beefy, but this hole's like 200 feet and I would never throw a fairway driver here.
Put some flex on this horny toad.
What the fuck? Connor bags a horny toad? I thought when he said it was a joke.
Nah, in the tree.
Drew tossing an MD3 when I know he actually wants to be throwing a Buzz SS. Can't blame him. If that Roadrunner wasn't in Halo plastic, I think it would be a great disc for Noah. I hope he heard that so he can get a new one. Swiss with his first toss with the Lone Star Tumbleweed. Don't be alarmed, the only reason he's bagging it is because Connor gave it to him for free. Quick check-in from Drew after beating Connor at the preserve. Check out the full video here if you want to see how it went down.
Honestly, you know, it's just light work. Another day at the office.
Swiss wanted to show off the Scuba, so of course I had to one-up him.
Shout out, Bodie, hey, bro. Hawkeye.
Yellow Rose here.
Roadrunner.
Grimace A5.
I didn't have a purple disc, so Swiss let me borrow his Hawkeye. I heard this was the old FD mold, but I gotta do some more investigating. Every time Connor is up, I'm confused by the next Lone Star disc I have no idea he's gonna pull out. What the fuck even is this thing? If there were bonus points based on looks, Drew would have won, hands down. The Grimace A5 is unmatched. Goofy Noah threw the Roadrunner for blue when it's really purple. What a dummy. Now we have Swiss giving an example of why you shouldn't ever throw Prodigy. I don't even want to say the disc in case someone makes the mistake in buying one. Seriously, the disc is worse than these shitty missed putts. There's a lot more of that to come on the Birdogi channel, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already.
Looking like yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow it is. All right.
Connor O'Reilly, Mockingbird.
I got a cheater disc for this hole. I get to go over the top.
Oh, man.
85. You know what he?
You know what it is. Connor just out here trying to show off why he's on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Too bad being in Circle 3 isn't that cool. Be more like Drew and try to force your way in, even if someone is trying to stop you. Take that as a life lesson. Don't take no as an answer. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Swiss back at it with the free Lone Star. You know, the only way it ended up being in his bag.
I'm throwing what some might call the best mid-range ever created. I don't know who said it, but someone said it.
That's what I heard.
Shout out Drew for eventually convincing me that the Buzz SS is in fact the greatest mid-range ever created. Too bad we all miss putts like our life depends on it. Now it's time for the last color in the rotation. You already know most of us were dreading what was ahead.
We got orange. That means I'm going penny putter. Never thrown this one, so.
Not Connor though. He had his tour series. Sets him up pretty perfect. Oh shit, he messed that one up.
I got a swarm. Not a very good disc for this, but we're just going to throw it and try and get lucky.
Might not be the best choice, but with that cannon, he was able to push it down by the basket.
Underworld here.
Noah didn't have a bad choice. Just a bad throw with the Underworld. A nice understable driver that more of you should be checking out. Can't believe I just said that about a West Side disc.
Crave.
I swear Swiss has thrown more discs that aren't in his bag than are. I don't know what the hell is going on. When did he get a crave?
I got a yarn.
Like Drew, I was fucked from the jump with a bad disc choice. Why the hell did I think this was a good idea again? Oh yeah, learning discs and the shots you can throw with them. Now it doesn't help when I hit a tree, but already I feel like I have a better concept of less thrown discs in my bag than when I started. Drew should have asked for that luck on the putt or should have just used Clover 10. Connor, you better love me with the amount of times I plugged that shit.
Restarting colors. We already went through all of them. Let's get a nice one. Orange
Back
again.
to orange.
Keep the rhythm.
Connor only likes it because the disc has his damn name on it. This was about the time in the round where people can take two roads. Either the round is going better than expected, and there is a weird sense of joy even if you aren't throwing that well. Rather, enjoying this different type of round. Or, what's more likely, is being pissed off at throwing stupid lines with dumb discs. For some reason, more people fall in that category. Maybe I just have a different perspective, but I've yet to throw a disc on a hole that I would want to, but every time I was excited to throw something I probably would never have thought of. Disc golf is great, but sometimes it gets boring if you play the same course and the same layout over and over again. Sorry guys, but there's more to life than just missionary. Some of your minds were just blown, unlike your dick. Guys, I play disc golf too, so I don't blame you too much. There isn't a whole lot of things that dry up a pussy faster than bringing up frisbee golf. Trust me based on experience. There's still nothing that brings me more joy.
I'm throwing horny toad.
This toad wants to fuck.
I just got to the point of being bored from playing the same courses on loop. And yes, there's 2 sets of baskets. But you'll catch me getting pegged before I play the shorts.
The right blue disc this time. Got the honey.
The best disc ever created.
How am I getting better throwing the same stock hyzer 200 feet over and over again? I would rather chuck 7 discs and mess up playing from hole 1's tee to 3's basket. At least then I'm practicing new skills. I also think there's a point in which I stop getting better by playing the same course since I was 15, especially when my lines haven't changed all that much. It gets harder and harder not being extremely self-abusive when I miss lines I've pured hundreds of times before. One of the most difficult things for me is keeping my head positive, and not getting a so-called gimme will completely throw away my round. It's gotten so much better, but I'm still mentally weak, I'll be honest. Not in situations when I mess up, I actually found a good way to keep a short memory. It might be physical abuse, but hey, it works. What I'm talking about is I literally can't think of anything besides you're gonna miss when stepping up to a putt. I feel like I've tried everything, but still can't get out of my own head. Hopefully one day I'll be able to shake it off because it feels as if that's one of the last things I gotta figure out to be consistent. Then maybe my putt won't be atrocious. Unfortunately, this course might have been the worst I've ever played, and we had to end the round early. But that does mean Connor O'Reilly has never beaten me in a round of disc golf. Hey, tying isn't losing. I highly suggest finding a gimmick with some buddies and trying out something brand new. I promise it's more fun than it looks, especially when you're at a course you've played a million times. Probably don't do it on a shitty course you've never played before. Or do it, I don't really care. As long as you drop a like and subscribe, you can do whatever you want. Just don't go telling the cops that Berdogi told you that. Oh yeah, and if you want to see the time I beat professional disc golfer Connor O'Reilly, check out the video right here.